the super archers. It's been such a long time since I've seen the super archers being used, and you certainly love it to see them. Alright, but we should be getting into the action right now. Brian Fan Club coming in against Natural Hunters. Fingers crossed we're going to see a perfect war coming in for the boys in Brian Fan Club. The first person to kick things off is going to be Dale using, I'm not going to look, let's assume it's going to be Super Witch. Oh, surprise, surprise, coming in with those Super Witches. Of course, he's going to zap over here on that left-hand side, drop down the Earthquake as well, then bring in that Grand Warden. There are those zaps going to be coming in, just going to allow that Grand Warden to continue sniping off some of those structures. Alright, we do have those healers to come in. Not too sure he actually needs to commit them to this Grand Warden this early on in the attack though. Earthquake obviously having done a little bit of damage onto that air defense means the Warden does two-shot it right there. Going to continue pushing on everything, and as Dale always does, he brings in his Super Witches nice and quickly, not messing around, not wasting any time. Needs to make sure he gets them in rapido, but unfortunately it looks like this enemy king might actually lure out these big boys, which might cause a couple of issues. We've got... Damn, he's taking a lot of damage, and we lose a couple of troops early on there. We do have those clan castle troops coming out. There's a couple of those super minions. The poison spell goes down on them. Super witches in combination with the queen should be able to take them down relatively quickly. The king ends up going down over on this right hand side of the base, but we do still have plenty of super witches left up for the back end. One rage spell, one jump spell to go down as well. Siege bar is going to be making its way in from that right hand side of the base. We've got those eagle shots raining down on our troops. Rage spell going to be deployed right there. Last jump spell going to go down, giving us access quite nicely through the back end of the base. The queen's still in that Eternal Tome ability, going to be cleaning out the expo, potentially a couple other defenses with her ability on this left hand side of the base. Time not looking too shabby here, still got half of the clock left, and we're just crossing that halfway mark in this attack, but our troops now starting to die out. Unfortunately, that queen does end up going down to the expo there in the middle of the base. Couldn't quite get a big boy out in front of her quick enough to tank. RC now coming in combination with the Hog Riders, who get smacked in the face left, right and centre by that double giant bomb. Not exactly what those hogs would have been looking for. A third giant bomb takes them down, but we still have plenty left up on the attack, and I think we are kicking this off with a godly triple from Delinator. Still got that RC ability in hand, plenty of time left on the clock. Look at the army of troops we've got coming around this right hand side of the base, and the army of troops coming around this left hand side. You're not going to stop this minion, no sir, no sir. Continuing to push on through. The RC will drop her ability, I would assume, for Del relatively soon. The Grand Warden doing a little bit of work there as well. There it is, and that is going to be a sweet triple to kick things off in this Fury Cup war. Very nicely done, Dale. Let's get those triple emotes in the chat if you guys have them. GG's on that one. There we go, right on cue. We've got Maquattro coming in against Hertha using a drag skelly spell attack. Now, I can't say I was expecting to see this one. We've got 7 skelly spells coming in. This is very similar to that attack we keep seeing Zane using, which is those Inferno Dragons with the skelly spell, but Maquattro deciding just to use the regular dragons here, so let's see if that is going to work for him. Bringing in a couple of troops on that left hand side just to start creating the funnel. King and queen both going to be coming in combination over from that right hand section. Now going to throw down the poison. Nope. The poison. Nope. The poison. Nope. The poison, yep, finally the poison spell goes down on those clan castle troops, but not before they're pretty much already dead, so maybe swagging that poison spell a little bit. Also missing that enemy king, potentially could have grabbed him as well, but those skelly spells out in front, doing a little bit of tanking here for those scatter shots, as well as some of the inferno towers. Alright, in comes that blimp. That's going to be able to take down the town hall nice and quickly. Looks like we had sneakies and a yeti coming out of that. Dragon's starting to split up a little bit. We've got some pushing around this right hand side of the base. We've got the RC working away on the enemy queen, then should move on to that scat shot right there. Big group of dragons making their way around that left hand side of the base. Still got the queen and the RC ability in hand. This one is looking pretty promising here from Maquattro, getting a lot of value from those skelly spells, tanking for the dragons in the middle of the base. Everything really depends on if this air defense can defend, and it's going to get absolutely smacked right there. So this is going to be a triple coming in from Natural Hunters on their first hit, looking very, very strong right there. And yeah, maybe finding another new strategy in the meta right now, throwing out those Inferno Dragons, going back to the original OG Dragons, and it certainly worked out for him in this one. Alright, still got that queen ability to swag, deciding not even to pop it, going to completely swag that queen ability. And there is that equaling 3-star on the board for them. Alright, here we go. Next hit going to be coming in. We've got Big Nasty swinging on through against Kota. Coming in with a Yeti Bowler Smash. Starting off with that Grand Warden from that left-hand side of the base. Looks like we're just going to be taking our time with him, making sure that this funnel gets completely set up. Healer's going to be coming in for him right there. 4 elixir storages out in front on this left-hand side. Most certainly it's going to stall these Yetis up for a little bit as these defenses go to town. We get a Tesla popping up right there. Couple of Teslas popping up right there. We decide to drop that siege barracks directly on one of those witches' head, which is pretty rough. Imagine that. You're just, you know, going about your day-to-day life, throwing out some of those, you know, witchy shots. I don't know what they're called. Beams or, I don't know. And you just get smacked in the noggin by this Muckle Great Siege Barracks. I mean, that's rough. Anyway, Big Nasty going to be coming in here from that left-hand side of the base. Looking like a pretty good start for him. I thought he'd missed that Eternal Tome ability for a second, but he does just get it down in time. That single target Inferno over here on that right hand side, maybe going to be causing a few issues, but those Hog Riders hopefully should path onto it with the help of that RC. Continuing to rip through the center of the base right now. So many bowlers still in there, but we are now running out of spells. The last of the raid spells is going to be going down over here on that right hand section. Could really do with getting a scat shot down nice and quickly. Down goes the single target Inferno at that top section, but we've got one more single to try and take down. We're going to pop our Queen ability right there. This is looking absolutely crushed here from Big Nasty. He has torn through this base like nothing else. Still got that RC ability to drop, and this, by God, is how you get the job done. Big Nasty absolutely overwhelming this base using Yeti Bowler Smash. You love to see it. There is that RC ability going to be thrown down. That is going to help us through these last couple of defenses. And this base is absolutely crushed. It's great to see Big Nasty back in action. It's been a little while since he's been involved in one of these wars, but he is most certainly on form. He destroys this base easy peasy. Damn. I think we might be looking at a perfect war. Maybe the jinx is over. Perhaps Brian Fan Club have got over this. You know, Alex is a big jinx. Whenever he streams, we can only get 2 stars. Perhaps they've got over that and they're actually going to bring in some triples for me on stream today. But Big Nasty? Big Nasty certainly most English is my first language, I swear. I'm just tired. Give me a break. Give me a break. Jesus Christ. Godly hit though there from Big Nasty. Alright, here we go. Next hit going to be coming in. We've got Fly Fisherman Fly coming in with a super witch hit. So perhaps going to be trying to replicate the Dell special. We've got a couple of those regular witches going to be coming in for this attack as well. So maybe a little bit of a hybrid here. Although I don't know if I can call it a hybrid. People like Ocelot will shout at me for this, but I'm going to call it a hybrid between the witches and the super witches. Starting off down here at the bottom section of the base, dropping in those zaps, dropping down that earthquake as well. Should be able to, enough there to take down that single target Inferno as this Grand Warden comes in and starts to create the funnel. Minion going to be coming in, just starting to chip down on that builder hut right there. Alright, another Tesla is going to pop up, making sure we get this funnel set. Alright, King and Siege Barracks coming in from that right hand section of the base, continuing just to allow this Grand Warden to snipe off some of these structures over on that left hand side. 3 Coca-Loons going out in front just to test for any of those black bombs. Definitely don't want to lose too many healers too early on in this attack. The longer we can keep them on our super witches, the better. Alright, continuing to push on through. Poison spell goes down for the Lava Hound that comes out of that clan castle. Unfortunately, we do end up getting our king here locked straight on by the single target Inferno, so he's going to get melted down very, very quickly right there. Town Hall going to be activated. Super witches not quite going into the base. We've got quite a large portion of them pushing around this left hand side. Hog Riders already bursting out of that siege barracks, and the RC going to be making her way in, but they're not really in combination. They've already started to split up. Luckily, we do have a couple of those super witches making their way through into the middle of the base. 2 of them end up splitting off to that left hand side, but that may actually help with the funnel. But we only had 4 super witches in this attack, so only 2 of them going to be sitting in the center of the base right now. RC continuing to rip round the top section of the base, but it does end up getting taken down by that scat shot. Unfortunately, didn't quite have enough. One more shot and it would have gone down, but is that scatter shot lurking up there at the top section of the base going to be enough to finish this attack? Alright, we're just going to need to wait and see. We're going to lose another Super Witch over here on that left-hand side to the cannon. There's that Queen ability going to be dropped right there. She is just going to be able to take down that Eagle Artillery. Not too much left up on the back end. Only one Super Witch left up on the map here. Queen is going to end up going down there as well. And this is going to be the first defense of the war. And it's going to be coming in from Delinator. So a really strong war from Delinator. He brings in a godly triple to start. And then his base is able to hold. Very, very nicely done from him. 40 seconds left up on the clock here, but one Grand Warden and one Super Witch is not going to be enough to finish off any base here, and you know, unless they're already sitting at 99% or something. But of course, we're just going to sit here and we're just going to study the beauty, really, of troops shooting on walls. You know, but once you've bashed through one wall, there's nothing quite like, oh, I thought we were going to have to bash through another wall. But there is a little cheeky opening there. You know, Del, he felt a little bit bad here. He said, nah, I'm not just going to make you bash on walls all day. I'm going to leave, you know, a little gate for you to walk through. Right there. So that Super Witch, you know, takes it willingly. And, yeah, Del gets a godly defense coming in. Very nicely done. 75% 2-star, the final outcome of this one. So for the first time in this war, Brian Fan Club do have a lead of 1 star. They are also obviously up on percent, so let's take a look at that. 40% on the board, 35% on the board for Natural Hunters, 6 stars to 5. Can we get another perfect war for Brian Fan Club? They've been rattling them out like nothing else recently. Here we go, Zane coming in, and he's coming in with... It's going to be an E-Drag attack. Alright, was not expecting to see E-Drags in this war, but Zane, you know, throwing caution to the wind here and bringing in some godly E-Drag plays. Alright, couple of these sneaky goblins going to be used to start off, creating a little bit of a funnel here, dropping in that Ice Golem, dropping in a Wizard to help take down the mortar. King going to be swinging in from that top section of the base. Baby Dragon gets a nice chunk of value on that left-hand section. Sui here going to be able to take down that single target Inferno nice and quickly via the King. Is the Queen going to go in here? She is not. She does. Wow. Okay. Queen's actually doing what she's meant to. Alright, E-Drag's now going to be spammed in from this left-hand side of the base. Triple Rage Spell already getting thrown in on this base. We could really do with getting that single down. Down it goes, right as I say that, on that left-hand side of the base. That Town Hall looking ever so slightly ominous right now, but these E-Drags continuing to try and tear through this base. We are going to need to save a rage spell there for that blimp as it makes its way into the town hall. We are going to get a Loon Dragon combination coming out of that. That is going to continue allowing us to push through the back end of this attack. We still have that Queen ability. We still have the RC ability to drop one free spell left in hand. The first of which are going to be dropped down on the scatter shot right there. Second one goes down on the RC, trying to keep as much alive on the back end of this attack. Interesting play there from Zane, using that last free spell on the RC rather than on this single target Inferno at the bottom section. Was that a mistake? He's going to throw that Seeking Shield ability right there. Oh, the RC targets the enemy King. This was looking absolutely crushed, but all of a sudden I don't think he's going to have enough here. He's got one sneaky goblin, which he's going to need to use like here or here to try and push this Queen in, but he's not going to have enough. This was looking absolutely crushed. I think he used the freeze at the wrong place there. He needed to save this freeze for the single target Inferno. Oh, it's... It's going to be a 98%. 98%. In fact, this might actually sneak up to a 99. Yeah, it's going to be a 99, isn't it? Yep. That was looking absolutely crushed. A really nice effort coming in there from Zane. 99%. As I was literally just saying, I definitely jinxed that because I was literally just saying 99% to the worst. You know, Zane's probably just yeeted his phone, his iPad, whatever he was hitting on. It's gone. It's out of there. Or here we go, next hit going to be coming in. We've got Dr. Bob coming on through with the first hybrid of this war. Currently has the log launcher selected, which is going to be pretty interesting to see if we're going to see that in use today. And I think we are. Nope. He changes it to a blimp at the last second there. Thanks, Bob. You got my hopes up and you dashed them straight away. Throwing in that blimp with a rage spell on that left-hand side. That's going to be used to take care of a couple of those defenses right there. Grabs the Expo as well. Not able to quite take down the enemy Queen. Not too sure if that's going to come back to haunt Bob here. Taking a lot of time there to drop down his Queen already. 25 seconds gone in this attack and he's only just starting his Queen. And he drops those healers straight into the path of an air defense. He freezes it, but the air defense was already down. Maybe a little bit of a misplay there from Bob. healers should have gone the other side there of the queen, so they weren't in the range of that air defense. So he's already lost one of his healers, and the others have taken a little bit of damage. Queen is though going to be making her way in to this left hand side compartment. Wow, we've gone to ability already, and we've not even pulled out those clan castle troops yet. This is looking a little bit rough here for Bob. Alright, Queen does need to make sure she steps up and goes in towards that town hall, because we need to lure out these clan castle troops. But she might not actually she's not going to pull them. She's going to go through the wall section here. She's just going to continue skirting around. She might end up just walking in here. Nope, she's going to continue just avoiding that clan castle. Drops down another rage spell, but that air defense is in range, and we lose another healer. No, we don't lose another healer. We nearly, and finally we get that clan castle lure that we were looking for. We'll need to drop down a poison spell for those troops. Nope. Gonna save the poison spell. That queen's dead. Surely that queen's dead. He has to poison and freeze right there just to try and keep the queen alive. Hybrid now going to be coming in from that bottom section of the base. Obviously, we don't have these siege barracks, which would be optimal here to create that funnel. We had already brought in that blimp from the left hand side, so we're going to have to use that king to create the funnel over there. Luckily, he was brought in nice and early. Hybrid making their way though right in towards that town hall compartment. Going to drop that eternal tome ability right there. We've got a decent chunk of troops making their way onto the town hall. A big load of those miners dropping down a heal spell there as well. No idea what the Grand Warden's doing. Maybe trying to avoid the town hall gigabomb. I don't know what games he's playing with us here, but King going to continue pushing his way up around this right hand side of the base. The multi-target inferno melting through our hogs and our miners on the back end of this one. Still got that RC ability to drop. That queen luckily is still alive here. Brings in a super wall breaker to open up a couple of those wall compartments, but time is going to be the biggest factor that Bob is fighting against. He ends up losing his queen right there. That queen ended up getting a decent chunk of value considering we lost so many healers so early on. Trying to throw in as many of his cleanup troops on the back end of this attack as possible, but 13 seconds is not going to be enough to grab 14% right here. A nice effort. Not a bad recovery considering he lost a couple of healers and that queen ability so early on. It's going to be sitting at a 91% 2-star right there from Dr. Bob. Big Nasty pulling in a pretty nice defense. Here we go. Hertha going to be coming in against McQuattro using a... Man, this man really is just out to get the clickbait videos, right? Jeez, what is this strategy he's throwing in? Alright, so he's going to throw down the Super Wizard Blimp, otherwise known as the Wimp. Looks like he maybe lost one of his Super Wizards quite early on. Gets that next invisibility spell down just in time. Takes down the clan castle. Might be able to grab a few more buildings. He's going to be able to get a couple shots off there, and he gets a ton of value from those Super Wizards, cleaning out just about the entire section on this bottom side of the base. And in comes the Super Archers. It's been such a long time since I've seen the Super Archers being used, and you certainly love to see them. Triple Golem going to be coming in from this right hand side of the base. Super Wall Breaker coming in. Of course, it's going to be used just to open up nothing. Wow, these Super Wall Breakers really kind of screwing Hertha over a little bit. Finally, we get one that's actually going to push into the base somewhere. There is that Eternal Tome ability going to be used over here on that right hand side. We do have bat spells that are going to be used on the back end of this attack. Next Super Wall Breaker opening up that section. Finally, we're going to get some troops going into the middle. You can see those Super Archers are able to range right through onto that single target Inferno. Also taking down the Sweeper in the middle of the base. Tornado Trap going to hold them up for a little bit. RC does unfortunately catch the Tesla farm down here at the bottom section of the base, so we're going to have to drop that RC ability right there. Enemy RC causing a couple of issues, but this is looking absolutely crushed here from Hertha. The Bat's now going to be coming in on the back end as that first Wizard Tower is getting tanked for by the RC. Free spell goes down on the Wizard Tower just at the last second, and he has absolutely... Well and truly, I don't even know if he needed those bats and the free spells on the back end. I reckon he could have swagged every single one of those spells. But... What do I even say? What do I even say to this strategy? Hertha is just out to get the clickbait titles, and he certainly achieves that. He comes in with a... What is this even called? A Super Archer Bat? I don't even know. But it's a Blizzard Super Archer Bat. I mean, that was insane from Hertha. He absolutely crushed that base. I'm no words. Some of these armies that Hertha comes in with it's just insane. Here we go. Kota going to be coming in through against Russ using... This is our first Lalo of this war, and we're going to have a Sui Lalo coming in. Looks like we're going to be... we've only got one zap spell. Not too sure what that's going to be used for, but we throw in the Lava Hound out in front. We're going to catch the Tornado Trap right there. He does drop that invisibility spell, but I don't know if those Super Wizards are going to be in it. They are just on the radius of that invisibility spell, but they end up walking out. We lose a couple of them relatively early on, and they're going to be going onto the outside of the base. Are they going to be able to grab this Town Hall here for Kota, or are they going to end up going down? Wow, now that is some bait if ever I've seen it. Russ coming in with a godly Tornado Trap. I think it was a double or maybe even a triple Seeking Air Mine smashing down that blimp. And this is a really, really rough start coming in here for Kota. Triple Ice Golem CC going to be coming out there. That's going to be holding up some of our troops over on that right hand section. And yeah, I'm not too sure exactly what Kota's going to be doing here. Looks like he's still going to be suing in from this right hand side of the base. I thought perhaps he might try and sue in towards the Town Hall. Super Wallbreaker coming on through to open up that section just a little bit wider there. King is out in front tanking. The Ice Golem that was out in front has already died out. Queen going to continue pushing on through the base. Where's this King going to go? He's not going to go into towards the Town Hall. We get the RC that's going to be used on her own to grab the Town Hall. Queen continuing to get some nice value here. RC should be able to tidy up the Town Hall, I believe, with maybe the help of a freeze spell. Nope, he's just going to leave that RC. I don't think she's going to get it unless we freeze. Yep, so we have to drop a freeze spell right there. The Queen does nearly go down there. She just clutches up. She ends up going down. And the RC, wow, on the last shot right there, is able to grab that Town Hall. So the Sui does end up getting a little bit of value here from Kota. Now bringing in his Lalo from this top section of the base. Going to be pushing right in against the multi-target Inferno and a double scatter shot. So yeah, remember these balloons because they're not going to be lasting too much longer on this map. We'll need to drop that Eternal Tome ability sooner rather than later, I would assume. He misses a load of balloons right there. The enemy Queen ends up finally going down right there. Couple of those Headhunters jumping in and taking them down. Lava Hound going to be popping over on this left-hand side. Haste Spell going to be used to try and push these balloons through the back end, but we don't have any balloons left up on this map. Only a couple trickling in from that left-hand side. We've got a Zap Spell, which I still don't know what he was going to be using that Zap Spell for. But Russ coming in with a godly defense right there, baiting the hell out of that blimp entry. Very nicely done here. Very nicely done indeed. He zaps on the outside of the base, maybe trying to pick up a few more percent points there. Grabs the Builder Hat, I believe. But this is going to be the lowest percent 2-star we have seen in the war so far. And yeah, that was really, really rough. I did think he might contemplate bringing in his King and Queen to try and grab the Town Hall. But yep, he suied in from the right hand side and just relied on the RC to grab the Town Hall. 67% 2-star, the final outcome of that one. He jumps in and he's going to be coming in here with a Sui Lalo. We also have the... Yo, please tell me Russ actually has a blimp or he's not coming in with a Stone Slammer. Yo, Russ? He does have a blimp. Not to panic. Alright, Russ bringing in that Lava Hound out in front just to tank here for that blimp as it makes its way in. Rage Spell goes down first. We bring in that Invisibility Spell in behind. The Super Wizards need to make sure we target exactly what Russell wants. He's going to get a good chunk of value there. Should be able to take down the single. And down here on the bottom section, that Invisibility Spell is questionable, but luckily those Super Wizards do step up and into it. Really, you could have done with taking the enemy Queen down there, but unfortunately doesn't quite grab it. Still gets a good chunk of value on this right hand side, but not getting the enemy Queen. Is that going to come back to bite him? We will just need to wait and see. We've got 3 Headhunters, which I would assume he's probably going to tome to try and grab them. But Sui now going to be coming in here from the bottom section of the base, throwing in a double Ice Golem to kick things off. King's already doing some work over there on that left hand side of the base, but the enemy Ice Hound, man, that's going to hold proceedings up for sure. Dropping down a free spell there on the single target Inferno, trying to get maximum value out of our King. Dropping down the poison spell to help us get through those ice pups. The King, unfortunately, not quite going to be able to take down the single target Inferno by himself. Poison spell misses a couple of those ice pups, and look how slow the Queen's going. We're going to have to go to Queen ability. Damn, and that Ice Hound came in OP on defense here for Fly Fisherman, and this Sui doesn't end up really getting the value we were looking for. Can we at least grab that scatter shot? I don't know if we're going to be able to here. The RC is going to be... Oh, we're going to get hit by the eagle shots. The RC is going to go down. We don't even get the scatter shot. The single stays up as well. Damn, that's unlucky there for Russ. That Sui just got held up for so long on that Icehound coming out of the clan castle. Alright, Lalo now going to be starting over here from the top section of the base. You can see we're going to be hasting these balloons right on through to the town hall. We'll need to drop that Eternal Tome ability. That will be enough to get through the town hall and then speed their way right out of there. Rest of the Lalo now going to be coming in from this left hand side of the base. I don't think Russ is going to have quite enough here to bring in the triple. If he does though, you know, who am I to talk? Continuing to push on through here, a big chunk of those balloons making their way through from the top section of the base, but that scatter shot on the back end looking incredibly deadly right there, and it is so close to going down. Even just one balloon's death damage would be enough to take it down. Of course, that scatter shot does end our hopes and dreams there. It's not going to be the 14-star war today, no sir. Russ brings in a 2-star, and that's going to be a 13-star war. That Icehound certainly caused that Sui some issues. Nice defense coming in there from Fly, Fisherman Fly. Looks like we might just be able to sneak up into the 80% right here. But still a really, really nice performance coming in from Brian Fan Club. I suppose you could say that Russ was just going for the safe 2-star to win the war. Make sure it was nice and secured. Yeah, that must have been what he was going for, right? 200 IQ from Russ. He didn't want the triple there. He wanted the safe 2-star. Yeah, good play, good play.